Last episode, I promised you something. I told you that one of the words for very angry was going to make you laugh. I meant it. But here's the other thing. I need to tell you first. Anger is the emotion where very angry fails the hardest. Because when someone is truly, deeply, dangerously angry, very angry doesn't just sound flat. It sounds almost comical. Stay with me. 5 words. One of them will surprise you. One of them will make you laugh. And all 5 will change how you speak English forever. By the end of this video, you'll have 5 precise, powerful words for anger. Each one a different temperature, a different color. And you'll know exactly which one to use and when. Let me paint you a picture. Your flight got canceled. No warning. No apology. You've been standing in a queue for 2 hours. The person at the desk shrugs and says, "Sorry, nothing we can do." Are you very angry? No. Something inside you is on fire. Your jaw is tight. Your hands are doing something you can't quite control. You are not very angry. You are something much more specific than that. Or different situation. Someone you trusted told your secret to the entire office. You found out this morning. You haven't spoken to them yet. But you will. That's not very angry either. That's something colder, quieter, more dangerous. Here's the thing about anger that English understands deeply. Anger has shapes. There is loud anger and quiet anger, hot anger and cold anger, the kind that explodes and the kind that waits. Very angry covers none of that. It's a blurry photograph of an emotion that deserves to be seen in high definition. The 5 words I'm about to give you, each one is a different photograph. Sharp, specific, real. Out loud, every word. Say it with me. What one furious? I am absolutely furious. Say it. Furious. This is your baseline replacement. The first word to reach for when very angry tries to come out of your mouth. Furious is hot anger, loud anger. The kind with raised voices and fast heartbeats. She was furious when she found out he had lied. I'm furious. They canceled the order without telling me. It's strong, it's clear, and every English speaker in the world understands it immediately. If you remember only one word from today, make it this one. But we're just getting started. Wordy livid. I was absolutely livid. Livid is furious with a locked jaw. It's the anger you feel when something is deeply personally unfair. When you've been wronged and you know it, and everyone around you is going to know it too. When I saw what they wrote about her, I was livid. He didn't just make a mistake. He lied to my face. I'm livid. There's something almost visual about livid. In older English, livid meant a dark, bruised color, blue-gray. Like the color of skin after an impact. That image lives inside the word. When you say livid, people feel the bruise. Word, story, seething. I was seething. Now we go cold. Seething is silent anger. Contained anger. The kind that doesn't shout, because it doesn't need to. It simmers. It boils underneath the surface, while the face stays perfectly still. She smiled through the whole meeting, but inside she was seething. He said nothing. He just sat there, seething. This is one of the most powerful words in English for anger, because it captures something furious and livid can't. The gap between what someone shows and what someone feels. If you want to write, to tell stories, to describe characters, seething is extraordinary. Put it in your vocabulary and don't let it go. Word 4. The surprise incensed. I am incensed. Incensed? Like incense? Like the sticks that smell nice. Exactly. And that's why people laugh when they first hear it. There's something almost absurd about it. The word comes from the Latin for to set on fire, same root as incense, which burns. But in English, incensed means furious, outraged, burning with anger. The community was incensed by the council's decision. She was incensed that no one had told her. Here's what makes incensed special. It sounds formal, educated, controlled. You can be absolutely incensed and still sound completely composed while saying it. That tension, explosive feeling, measured word, is exactly what makes native speakers love it. Use incensed when you want to sound like the smartest, calmest, most dangerous person in the room. Word 5. The one that makes you laugh beside yourself. I was beside myself. Wait, beside myself? That doesn't sound angry at all. And that right there is exactly why it surprises everyone. Beside yourself means so overwhelmed by emotion that you are no longer fully in control of yourself. You have stepped outside your own body. The feeling has taken over. And here is the fascinating thing. It works for extreme happiness, too. You can be beside yourself with joy, beside yourself with grief, but in anger, it's devastating. When I found out what had happened, I was beside myself. She was beside yourself with rage. She couldn't even speak. The reason this makes people laugh, or at least smile, is the image. Standing next to yourself, watching yourself be furious from the outside. There's something almost philosophical about it, but drop it into a real conversation and no one laughs, because everyone knows exactly what it means. And it sounds utterly, completely native. 2 episodes ago, I gave you one bad day. Last episode, I gave you one perfect day. Today, I'm giving you one terrible injustice, because anger needs a story too. You discover that a colleague took credit for your work in a big presentation. Your name? Gone. Their name? Everywhere. At first, you can't even speak. You are seething, silent, still, processing. Then you read the email they sent to management. Every word you wrote. Your ideas. Your research. You are furious. You go to speak to them. They deny it. Look you in the eye and deny it. Now, you are livid. This is personal. You report it to HR. HR does nothing. You are incensed. And every word you say comes out perfectly, terrifyingly calm. And that night, when you finally get home and your partner asks if you're okay, you just shake your head I'm beside myself, you say. And they understand everything. Seething, furious, livid, incensed. Beside yourself. One injustice. 5 perfect words. In exactly the right order. Here's your challenge. Think of a time you were angry, really angry, and write one sentence in the comments describing it, using one of today's 5 words. It doesn't have to be serious. It can be something small. I was furious when my coffee order was wrong. That counts. That's practice. That's a word becoming yours. I read every comment. I reply to every sentence. Come and write yours. Today, you learned 5 words that native English speakers use instead of very angry, furious, hot, loud, immediate anger, livid, personal, deep, bruising, seething, cold, silent, underneath the surface, incensed, outraged, and composed, beside yourself. So angry you've left your own body. Next episode, we're doing very scared. And I'll warn you now, one of the words is so old, so strange, so buried in the history of the English language, that most native speakers don't even know where it comes from. But they use it every single day. If this helped you, subscribe, because every week we do exactly this. One small shift in your vocabulary, one giant leap towards sounding truly fluent. I'll see you in the next one.